At the age of 18, Auger-Aliassime is set for a big jump in the rankings following his run in the Brazilian capital. Felix Auger-Aliassime, Toronto 2018, via Twitter, @RogersCup. Next-gen star Felix Auger-Aliassime is a win away from winning his maiden title on the ATP Tour after defeating former champion Pablo Cuevas 6-3, 3-6, 6-3, in the semi-finals of the Rio Open. The 18-year-old wildcard stunned his more experienced opponent with a powerful display consisting of 30 winners and 9 aces. At 1-set-all, it was a sole break in the decider that secured the win for Auger-Aliassime. Leading 1-0, a Cuevas backhand landed out to hand the teenager the break for 2-0. Allowing Auger-Aliassime to battle towards the finish line after just over 2 hours of play. "It feels great. The match was pretty tough, pretty complete today. I felt good from the start and thought I could have a shot to win," the world number 104 told reporters afterwards. "I was feeling my shots well and serving well too. But then he came back strong at the second set and I felt a lot of pressure from him. And then in the third set I came back strong again. I was able to break him early and then hold my serve. It was tough to finish when you're so close to the line, but I managed to stay calm and got the job done." As a result of his latest win, Auger-Aliassime has become the youngest player to reach the final of an ATP 500 event since the category was introduced back in 2009. The previous record was held by Alexander Zverev, who reached the final of the 2016 Jerry Weber Open at the age of 19. Embed from Getty Images. Earlier in the week, the rising star recorded his best ever win in terms of ranking, stunning top 20 player Fabio Fognini in the first round of the tournament. He has also scored wins over Chile's Christian Garin and Spain's Jan Muner. "It's been great. Every time you have a breakthrough as a young guy, it's a special moment and all the environment is important, and from the first day I felt good in Rio, from the hotel I'm staying at, the places I've seen and the energy from the people. That's really strong and I strongly believe that it has pushed me to where I am today, this week, and maybe I can give one last push with the support of the crowd tomorrow," he said. Auger-Aliassime has been tipped as a future star in the sport since his teenage years. At the age of 14 he qualified for the main draw of a challenger event for the first time. He is a former US Open boys champion and is one of the youngest players of all time to win a challenger title at the age of 16 years and 10 months. In total, he currently has 4 challenger titles to his name. "It's something I've dealt with for a few years now. You just have to manage it, work on that, and focus on what you have to do every day," Auger-Aliassime told ATPTour.com. "For me, winning the title or not winning the title is not the most important thing today, for me, because at the end I want to have a successful career, every year. I don't want to be remembered for just a final or just a title." When I was 18, the 8th of August 1981, Roger Federer is born. February 2000, Roger Federer reaches first ATP final. The 8th of August 2000, Felix Auger-Aliassime is born. February 2019, Felix Auger-Aliassime reaches first ATP final. Ola guess. @Anik_forever, February 23, 2019. DJerry. Next embed from Getty Images. In Sunday's final, Auger-Aliassime will take on Serbia's Laslo DJerry, who knocked out top seed Dominic Thiem in the first round. The former junior Orange Bowl champion, who will be contesting his first ATP final at the age of 23. DJerry moved into the final after El Gisbadini withdrew from the tournament due to a leg injury. "Felix is a young and very talented player. I watched him a few times. He's been playing really well, has a big serve, big forehead. But I think I'm ready and prepared and I'll do my best. Hopefully I can win my first final here in Rio," said DJerry. DJerry currently has 2 challenger trophies under his belt and has featured in the main draw of 6 Grand Slam tournaments. Currently at a ranking high of 83rd in the world, he paid tribute to the support he has received from his family over the years. It wasn't easy getting here. It's really tough to become a professional tennis player. It doesn't matter if you're from Serbia or any other place. Conditions where I practiced were not ideal and I struggled a lot to get where I am today. When I was 15, Mom was diagnosed with cancer, which was really tough for me, and she passed away 2 years later. And I lost my dad last December also to cancer. It's not easy to be here at 23 not having parents, but I'm thankful for my younger sister and my girlfriend. Just want to make them proud, regardless of the outcome of the finals. Auger-Aliassime will break into the top 60 for the first time. Should he win the title, he will crack the top 50. Delray Beach, Florida. It certainly didn't look promising for Don Evans early on in the first set of his first ATP semi-final in over 2 years. Hard-hitting world no. 9 John Isner broke the British qualifier in just the second game of the match and took the opening set in just 30 minutes. But like he did in the first round when he dropped the opening set before rallying to defeat defending champion Frances Tiafoe, Evans fought back and did the same to another fellow American on home soil. Evans won just his third match against a top 10 player in the world, defeating Isner 3-6, 6-2, 6-3. After a dismal first set, things changed midway through the second. Isner began hitting some routine shots into the net and the unforced errors outside the baseline began to add up. In the sixth game, the No. 2 seed, who was playing in his fourth Delray Beach Open semi-final, all loses, hit a routine overhead long and 2 points later a big Evans forehand gave him his first break of the match to go up 4-2. It was the first time the 6'10" American had been broken in the entire tournament. 2 games later, Isner missed another easy put-away and Evans evened up the match at a set apiece. The Midlands native got off to an early start in the final set as well. In the second game, Isner got into more trouble and suddenly, after another cross-court forehand, Evans had broken Isner for the third straight time and it gave him a 2-0 lead. It was the only break he needed in the set. He closed out the match with a big serve which Isner could not return and the 28-year-old was victorious. "I started to see his serve pretty well, anticipating, and I got it right," said Evans. "I returned really well when I got my racket on the ball and that was my goal, just to get the ball back. It was going to be a dogfight regardless if I can hold my serve and that was my goal." He was making a lot of balls, and making a lot of returns, said Isner. "I think tactically I did some things poorly today, so that's what ultimately cost me. I should have served and volleyed more, in no doubt. He was just chipping balls back. It just got away from me and I just played some sloppy games and that was all," she wrote. Evans is now a win away from becoming the first qualifier in 6 years to win the Delray Beach Open. Ernest Schoolbus was the last to do so in 2013. It would also be Evans' first career ATP title. He would also be the third first-time winner on the ATP Tour in 2019. His ranking has already jumped from number 148 in the world to number 105 this week. If he wins the tournament, he would jump up to world No. 87. Evans awaits the winner of Saturday night's other semi-final between Mackenzie McDonald and Radu Albat. "I'm moving well and I'm playing pretty good, so I think I'm difficult to play." At Sportshorn, Stefanos Tsitsipas will look for his second ATP title in Marseille tomorrow after a straight sets win over David Goffin. Stefanos Tsitsipas at Aus Open, Twitter. Stefanos Tsitsipas is looking to earn an important title in Marseille after beating David Goffin 7-6, 1-6, 2 in the semi-finals. After 10 consecutive holds of serve in the first set, Goffin had the chance to serve the set out as he broke for a 6-5 lead. However, the Greek star broke straight back and was dominant from that point onwards as he dominated the tiebreak 7-1. The world number 12 powered to a double break led into place in the Marseille final in just 69 minutes, where he will play Mikhail Kukushkin. After his win, Tsitsipas hailed the importance of titles in his career and how much tomorrow's potential victory will mean. "It is important to win titles. titles mean a lot, the Australian Open semi-finalist told ATPTour.com. Titles won't come to you. You have to work hard to get them. There is no better feeling than winning a title. It feels amazing. The Greek is looking to win his second ATP title this week after winning Stockholm last year and praised his rhythm for today's win. "I found my rhythm and I found my game when he served at 6-5. I felt comfortable on the returns and the momentum was on my side." He will now play Mikhail Kukushkin, who ended the dream run of 20-year-old Hugo Humbert after winning 6-4, 6-4 in just over an hour and a half. After the match, the Kazakh said he will relish being in just the fourth ATP final of his career. "To play in the final of an ATP Tour tournament is a big moment in my career," Kukushkin explained. "It is a big stage in my career. I am going to play against a very difficult opponent in the final, and he is going to be the favorite, but I will just concentrate on my game. I am going to enjoy this moment, being in the final, and then let's see what happens." The final will take place at 2 p.m. local time. Roger Federer will search for an 8th title in Dubai this week. Roger Federer and Philip Kohlschreiber at Camerlengo73_2 Twitter. 7-time champion Roger Federer is set for a tricky path to the Dubai title as he takes on Philip Kohlschreiber in the first round. The Swiss maestro will be playing his first tournament since his Australian Open defeat to Stefanos Tsitsipas as he looks for an 8th title in Dubai. Should he make the quarter-finals, Milos Raonic will await Federer as a tough task awaits the now world number 7. The likes of Karen Khachanov and Borna Coric also await the second seed in the bottom half of the draw, with the Croatian and the Russian starting the season off slowly. They both tricky first rounds as Khachanov takes on the powerful Nicolas Basilashvili while Coric will be facing in-form Mikhail Kukushkin. In the top half of the draw, Marin Cilic will be making his return to the tour after recovering from a knee injury that he suffered at the Australian Open. Although his return isn't met with the easiest of starts as Rotterdam champion Gael Monfils will face him in the first round. The Frenchman has a 3-0 head-to-head record against Cilic and will be relishing the challenge of another win over a top 10 player. Stefanos Tsitsipas, Kei Nishikori and Daniil Medvedev all make up the top half as they look to challenge defending champion Roberto Bautista Agut in Dubai. Speaking on the field, here is what the Executive Vice Chairman and Chief Executive of Dubai Duty Free, Colm McLaughlin, had to say. "We are delighted to welcome both old faces and new to the Dubai Duty Free Tennis Championships," he said to the National. "Everyone will be keen to see if Roger Federer can win the title yet again, or if a new name will be added to one of the most sought-after trophies on the ATP Tour." You can see the draw below, with play starting on Monday. Dubai singles draw picked at twitter.com/9u5qcwggz. Mihal Samolsky, at Mihal Samolsky, February 23, 2019.